Good morning. Esteemed faculty, board members, proud parents, guardians and grandparents, fellow students, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. We are here to celebrate years of hard work, dedication, and commitment by these graduates. As we sit here today, take a moment to reflect on this journey. What brought you to this space, this moment? We've faced challenges individually and as a group. Hey, we've been through a lot in just this year. Let's not forget how we faced adversity and triumphed in the end. However, for our graduates, today isn't just a finish line or an end point. Today is a new page, a fresh start. While this might seem daunting at first, each of us now has an opportunity, a chance to write our own story. So let's recognize this chapter ending, but also celebrate the blank page that awaits. This all too short commencement ceremony is the beginning of our new story. But as we embark on this new journey, let's not forget the lessons we've learned along the way and the challenges we've overcome. Let's not forget this moment of success and how it shows us what unwavering determination can allow us to achieve. As we move on, let our imaginations be the only limit to our dreams and aspirations. But for now, let us be glad to be together, here in this space one last time, to celebrate us. Here we are moving forward. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today, and congratulations to the class of 2024. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning, friends, family, and community members. I am beyond excited to welcome you to the greatly anticipated class graduation of 24. To my fellow graduates, in about an hour, we will have our diplomas in hand, goodbyes will have been said, and the 2023-2024 Hebron school year will become a memory. I'm not going to lie, it's terrifying to think about. But when my thoughts start to race and I feel overwhelmed, I'm reminded of a very important trait I see in myself as well as in all of you. We are resilient, and the tenacity of this class is truly something to be proud of. Beginning our freshman year of high school, surrounded by masks and 6 feet away signs, was not an easy time. I invite you all to take a minute to really reflect on your high school experience and all of the obstacles that you have overcome, whether you voice them or not, and how far you've come since 9th grade. While it is easy to get lost down the rabbit hole of mistakes and what-ifs of memories, I would rather open our eyes to how much we've grown since these challenges. To quote one of the most remarkable women of all time, Maya Angelou, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it." We are not the same people as we were when we first arrived at Hebron, but I believe there is something beautiful in recognizing that. Each one of us has grown into truly amazing individuals. We are determined, opinionated, and strong. I have no doubt that we will all go on to do extraordinary things. I want you all to remember that the harder the challenges that you're facing, the stronger you will come out. And to those I met this year, I am so thankful that I was able to be a small part of the incredible journey you will embark on. To those I met my freshman year, I think it's safe to say that we have come a long way since 2020. And to the few of you who have just been with me since the beginning, whom I've known since 6th grade, just know I will always have a special place in my heart for you. As our time together comes to an end, I want you all to remember that you are never alone and your accomplishments have not and will not go unnoticed. Hebron truly embodies community, and I hope you all take a little piece of it with you as you move towards your futures. Class of 2024, what a crazy year it's been, but I wouldn't have wanted to spend it with anybody else. Thank you for all making this year unforgettable, and congratulations, we finally did it.
Thank you, Ryan, for your salutation, and thank you, Hannah, for sharing your thoughts with all of us. To the class of 2024, I am delighted to stand before you and to have the honor of giving you one of your last lessons as Hebron students. Although you have already learned many things, I have one final message for you as you leave the comfort of Hebron Academy behind and head out into the world. I'll start with a story from many years ago. It was the first day of school, and at that time, my family and I were living in North Carolina, where I worked at a school that had students ranging from preschool all the way through senior year. It also happened to be the school where my oldest daughter was in kindergarten. At breakfast that morning, I mentioned to my children that I would be speaking to the upper school students later that day to kick off the school year. They were curious, of course, and wondered what I was going to say. As a good parent would do, I turned the question around and asked instead what they thought I should say, and they started making some suggestions. Now, keep in mind that I had written a speech that I really liked, a speech about truth, integrity, and respect. So I suppose that I was hoping my children would affirm my choice and say something like to the effect of, "Well, Dad, I'd talk about truth and integrity, and I'd end with a zinger about respect." Instead, they came up with their own suggestions, which included, don't bump into people. Put things back where you found them. Say thank you to people who help you. And my personal favorite, don't use someone else's toothbrush. Now, they went on from there, and I quickly realized that everything that they were saying fell into one of two categories: do what's right and make things better. I found I couldn't get those phrases out of my head: do what's right and make things better. I stood up from breakfast that morning, and I thought that I had learned everything that the day had to offer, but I soon found out that there was much, much more. You see, a short while later, I was walking my daughter to her classroom, hand in hand, my mind wandering ahead to the upcoming assembly, when I noticed that she kept slowing down, pulling me backward. After this happened a few times, I knelt down next to her and asked what was going on. She explained that she was stopping so that she could smile at all the other students that we passed in case they were nervous about the first day of school, because that would make them feel a little happier. I'm doing what's right and making things better, she said. In that moment, my daughter taught me that even a catchy phrase is not enough unless we act on it, unless we slow down, smile at the people around us, and do our part to make the world a better place. Well, not only was that the perfect lesson for me to try to impart to the students at our school, but do what's right and make things better quickly became a mantra that my own family continues to try to live by each and every day. A few years ago, I had the privilege of speaking with former Olympic athlete Tommy Smith. Those of you who know his story will recall that Smith won the gold medal in the 200-meter dash at the 1968 Summer Games in Mexico City. Most memorably, though, after winning the gold medal and climbing to the top of the podium to hear the national anthem played, Smith turned to face the American flag and raised a black-gloved fist into the air in a human rights salute, protesting poverty and racism in the United States, a protest that became a defining moment in the fight for civil rights. Now, viewed by much of the world as a hero, Smith was also vilified for using the Olympics to take a stand against injustice in America, and he was soon expelled from the Olympic Games. Despite the heavy price he paid, Tommy Smith knew that he had an opportunity to make things better, and he stood up for what he believed in. Years later, he explained that you don't have to be an Olympic athlete with a worldwide platform to take a stand. The stand, he said, is made from the heart, and you can do that even in the grocery store. Tommy Smith knew that small steps can lead to a big difference. Here at Hebron, we want you, our class of 2024, to leave this campus armed with the compassion, the determination, and the belief in yourself to take a stand, to take even those small steps. Mahatma Gandhi said it best, quote, "It's the action, not the fruit of the action, that's important. You have to do the right thing. It may not be in your power, may not be in your time that there'll be any fruit, but that doesn't mean you stop doing the right thing," unquote. Now, even as you try to live by this creed, remember that we all make mistakes. I know that each one of us, adults and students alike, has lost our way at some point and followed a path we later regretted. But always remember that losing your way does not mean that you are lost. You have the power within you to admit that you've made a mistake and then to set about finding the right path. As Winston Churchill said, you can always count on Americans to do the right thing after they've tried everything else. Getting something wrong is not failure. Choosing to leave that wrong unresolved is. On that note, I'd like to take a moment to address something that went wrong just yesterday. During our baccalaureate service, as we recognized excellence in various forms amongst our 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students, one award, and therefore one award winner, were inadvertently omitted. And while I'm not an Olympic champion with a worldwide audience, I do have this podium and this microphone, so I'd like to do what's right and make things better. Will current junior Jillian Applegate please stand? The Alumni Book Award is presented by Hebron Academy to a member of the junior class who in academics has demonstrated intellectual curiosity, integrity, and a passion for learning, as well as a dedication to his or her community, the potential for collaborative leadership, and who is a promising example of how an educated person may contribute to the world community. I hope you'll all join me in congratulating Jillian on this well-deserved award. To the class of 2024, I hope that you will go forth and do your best, knowing that you will stumble along the way, and that those stumbles are part of your journey. You need to try and to fail, and then pick up the pieces and try again. Try everything, and then try to do the right thing. Seniors, you have learned many lessons here at Hebron. You know how to conjugate verbs, how to balance chemical equations, how to form your own opinion and write a persuasive essay. You have learned how to express yourself artistically and how to have meaningful conversations about the things that are important to you. And all of that is useful, but by now you know that some of the lessons you have learned run far deeper than what is written in the curriculum guide. You have been taught how to be a good person, how to be a good teammate, how to be a good friend. You have learned the value of honesty and the power of empathy. And now it is time to put your knowledge into action. As you leave our campus today, take a bit of this special place with you. Believe in yourself and believe in the power of doing what's right and making things better. I'm excited to see what you will accomplish in the years ahead, and I look forward to hearing your tales of success, failure, and growth whenever your journey brings us all back together again. Thank you, class of 2024, for your spirit and your energy, and for all that you have given to Hebron Academy. Godspeed and congratulations. We will now recognize members of the class of 2024 for their unique contributions to the Hebron community. I'll begin with the awards for academic excellence. At the end of every year, the faculty in each academic department selects the top student in their discipline. For excellence in visual arts, please come to the stage, Nora Toby. For excellence in performing arts, Long Thien Ngo. For excellence in the sciences, Tucker Kenny. For excellence in Spanish, Kate Hashia. For excellence in history and social sciences, Michael Nuhibal. And for excellence in mathematics, Long Thien Ngo. Congratulations to all our award winners. The Award for Humanity and Social Justice is given to a member of the Hebron community who has, in word and deed, shown exceptional commitment to preserving and expanding acceptance and tolerance of all persons, regardless of race, color, religion, gender, age, ancestry, physical or mental disability, or sexual orientation. In 2024, the Award for Humanity and Social Justice is presented to Tucker Kenny. The Burnett Memorial Award is a book given by the parents of Emil Robert Burnett of the class of 1960 to be awarded annually to a senior for further studies in the humanities. The 2024 recipient is Martha Morrill. The Dr. Lewis Friedman Mathematics Prize is a book given in memory of Dr. Lewis Friedman to recognize excellence in mathematics. The prize is awarded to the winner of a special examination open to all juniors and seniors. Congratulations to our prize winner this year, Cooper Phillips. The Lorimer Scholarship Prize is given in memory of Louise Pinkham Lorimer, descendant of William Barrows, innovative woman of theater and film, advocate for the environment, and devoted summer resident of the Hebron community. This year, the Lorimer Scholarship Prize is awarded to Nora Toby. The Tyler Grand Mason Scholarship, supporting early success in college, is underwritten by the Melmac Foundation and is given to a graduating senior from the state of Maine who has made a positive contribution to the school community and to extracurricular activities, who has demonstrated commitment to public service, and who has the potential to make a difference in the world. In 2024, the Tyler Grand Mason Scholarship is awarded to Callie Salazar Perez. The Regis A. LePage Scholarship Prize is given in honor of Regis A. LePage, a generous supporter of post-secondary study for young people in the belief that strength comes through education. The prize is awarded annually to a student at Hebron Academy from the surrounding area. This year, the Regis A. LePage Prize is awarded to Jacob Small. The Reed Awards are given to an outstanding young man and young woman in recognition of fine spirit, improvement in skill, devotion to athletic teams, and an unselfish determination to contribute to Hebron's athletic success. In 2024, the recipients are Caden Dufour and Callie Salazar Perez. The Bessie Fenn Award is given for superior performance in the field of athletics, outstanding cooperation, leadership, and fair play. The 2024 Bessie Fenn Award goes to Maya Mully. The Senior Scholarship Prize is given for outstanding excellence in general scholarship for the class of 2024. This senior will graduate from Hebron, having taken 13 advanced placement exams and thus far earned top marks of 4 or 5 on every exam. The Senior Scholarship Prize is awarded to Cooper Phillips. The Leiden Award honors a senior who has grown as a person and as a student, and whose concern for others and for the Hebron community exemplifies the care and contributions of the Leiden family for more than 30 years. This year's recipient of the Leiden Award is Long Thien Ngo. The Edward Tate II Green Key Award is a book to be given in the name of Edward Henry Tate II, class of 1957, to honor a member of the senior class for his or her marked qualities of humanity. This year, the Edward Tate II Green Key Award is presented to Ryan Johnston. The Ernest Sherman Award is presented in memory of Jack Sherman, for many years chef steward of Hebron Academy, to a member of the Hebron Academy community who best exhibits dedication to Hebron Academy and personal concern for fellow students and our community. The Ernest Sherman Award is given this year to Kate Hashia. The Charles and Amy Dwyer Memorial Award honors the memory of Charles C. and Amy M. Dwyer, who were members of the Hebron Academy community for more than half a century. He as a student, teacher, coach, and she as a tutor, counselor, and librarian. The prize is awarded to an outstanding scholar athlete, and this year the recipient is Caden LeClaire. The Milton G. Wheeler Good Fellowship Award is given in honor of Milton G. Wheeler of the class of 1927 in order to recognize a member of the senior class for the highest standards of citizenship and integrity. The 2024 recipient of the Milton G. Wheeler Good Fellowship Award is Callie Salazar Perez. The Phemister Award is a book from funds given in memory of David Kent Phemister II, president of the class of 1962, by his friends and classmates, to honor a senior who has shown outstanding leadership and responsibility. The 2024 Phemister Award is given to Maya Mully. The Reisman Honor Award is given by George Brody of the class of 1929 to honor his Hebron roommate, Edward R. Reisman of the class of 1930, to distinguish a member of the senior class whose diligence of academic accomplishment, determination in athletic endeavor, and outstanding good character merit recognition. This year's recipient of the Reisman Award is Gabriel Cote. The Hebron Academy Cup is given to a member of the senior class who, in the opinion of the faculty, represents the finest spirit of scholastic effort, who has, in athletic competition, shown a high degree of excellence, and who has, in personal relations with the school, shown a commendable spirit of devotion, high ideals, friendliness, endeavor, and responsibility, which qualities Hebron Academy holds in the highest esteem. In 2024, the Hebron Cup is awarded to Caden Dufour. We will now individually call each member of the class of 2024 to the stage to receive their Hebron Academy diploma. While this is, indeed, a moment of celebration, out of respect for each individual and out of deference to the hard work that has brought them to this point, I ask you all to hold your applause until the entire list of names has been read. Once every graduate has received their diploma, the class will stand and be presented to you for your recognition and your support. We are joined here on stage by Doug Hartz, class of 1976, member of our Board of Trustees, and chair of our Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Ready? Hannah Parker Sullivan. Sia Shanta Anthony. Caden Arthur Dufour. Martha Grace Morrill. Callie Salazar Perez. Robert Carl Schroeder. Dilamar Maria Pinto Segundo. Liam Jacob Aronson. Greta Leonie Bushman. Matthew Joseph Canavan. Cameron Michael Caponagro. Yusheng Chen. Gabriel Alexi Cote. Liam Bradford Curran. Colin Tyler Doobie.
Thank you.
Jude Kenneth Dunbridge. Anna Suzanne Fermiento. Rowan Marie Furness. Fernando Gomez Boreal. Andrew James Hahn. Kate Hashia. Haley Rose Holmes. Ryan Patrick Johnston. Julian John Karagianis. Mateus Philip Kaus. Tucker Daniel Kenny. Caden Scott LeClaire. Isaiah McClure. Logan Joseph McLean. Lauren Elizabeth Millett. Maya Britt Mully. Michael Newhubel. Long Tian Ngo. Chukwebuka Chukwanomso Okonkwo. Noah Ray Parmenter. Cooper Jackson Phillips. Hayden Plimley. Marquise Javon Prater. Forrest Schulman Riddington. Jean Auguste Saint-Just. Jacob Owen Arlington Small. Nora Rose Toby. Autumn Elizabeth Tracy. Blake Jamie Tripp. David Robert Tripp. James Joseph Young. Joseph Manuel Young.
Graduates, please rise and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2024. In just a moment, we will close our ceremony and begin the recessional, at which point our newly minted graduates will leave this space through the rear doors, followed by our faculty. Once the faculty have left, I encourage you to go outside and head toward the Victory Bell on the hillside overlooking our playing fields. Our class of 2024 graduates will be gathered there and will ring the bell one final time, celebrating their graduation and also signaling the close of this school year. After the bell has been rung, please feel free to join us for the commencement luncheon in Robinson Arena. And now, I would like to invite Martha Morrill to the stage to deliver the valediction.
When I look back on my high school experience, I find that the most memorable moments, the ones I will look back on years from now with joy, are the times right before something big happened. The times when I had to wake up at 5 a.m. and load into a transit to go on a big hike, or moments before a big match or game spent with teammates giddy with anticipation. The times I felt closest to my classmates were the late-night study sessions where we were all desperately trying to cram a month's worth of material the night before an exam, or huddling together waiting to open a college acceptance letter, filled with a feeling of endless possibility and excitement. As Stephen King says in his famous book, On Writing, the scariest moment is always just before you start. The scariest part of anything you will do in your life will most likely be in the moments just before you begin. If you had asked me a month ago what I thought graduation would feel like, I probably would have told you it was a celebration, a final goodbye, the closing of a chapter of my life. But just a few weeks ago, I put down a deposit on college, and I realized that graduation is not a relaxing ceremony filled with relief that high school is finally over. On the contrary, it is the moment right before you start. It is terrifying and filled with an intense fear of the future. And perhaps the scariest part of our lives lies here, moments before departing high school for good. The future completely unknown. However, I would argue that this moment is like the night before a huge exam, or moments before opening a college decision letter. It is a moment filled with endless possibility and probably one of the most memorable moments in all of our lives. Cherish this moment and accept the fear you feel for the future. The fear you feel right now is what makes you young, and it is what makes life exciting. The raw intensity of this moment is one that you will remember for the rest of your lives. Accept the unknown, be grateful for the possibilities that lie ahead, and remember that this is the scariest part of your life, but also the most exciting. Thank you.